Q&A. By the way, there's a live microphone right there. But in order to ask those questions, we need somebody to answer those questions. So, without further ado, first, Galaxycon Raleigh, please. You love to hate them. Please help me welcome Cal, Daniel, Coons. Help me welcome, you know her as Marty Piper, Kimberly J. Brown. And Galaxycon, please give it up for Gwen Piper, Judith Hogue.
I love these chairs.
I know,
These are so fancy.
And we have light, so maybe we actually look good.
Hello, everybody.
Girls, hi guys. Hi, Milo.
I think it's impossible for you to not look good.
I love you.
I concur.
I have, you know, the envelopes in the back.
Okay. Well, welcome. Is this anybody's first time here in North Carolina?
Yes.
Yeah, it's my first time.
Oh, first time.
Look at that, yeah.
Yeah.
The newbie in the NC. What do you guys call it, NC? Hopefully, because that's what I just
There's
call
like
it.
one person in the back going,
Yeah. There's somebody over there calls it that, so thank you.
So how have these fine folks of the NC been treating you all weekend?
Oh,
What's that?
fantastic.
Yeah, everybody's been so sweet.
Yeah, you guys have been amazing. But I mean, come on, stop. Really.
You guys have had quite an eventful past 2 months or so, say?
Yeah, just a little something. Can
I thank you? Can I say as a friend of the family, it was a beautiful wedding.
She was there.
I laughed, I cried.
I think on the count of three, we'll all give a big congratulations, right? Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Congratulations!
Thank you.
Very much. So I think you all might be, I always have this inner struggle every year, and you all might be the experts who can help give me some guidance. In your professional Halloweentown opinion, what is the appropriate date for Halloween decorations to go out? Is it October 1st? Is it September 1st? Is it July 28th?
I think July 28th.
July 28th?
Yeah.
Slightly sooner than that.
Right, I've already started.
July 5th, maybe?
July 5th? Oh, July 5th, right after.
I mean, just
Right.
Just out with the summer, in with the fall.
The real professional Halloween decorators generally start like August because it takes a couple of months. I don't know if you guys, you would know. So in Burbank, California, very close to Disney, there were many animators and special effects people who had houses that everybody would go to because they were incredible. It was insane. And it would take a good 2 months, almost 3 months to put it all together. And so yeah, they'd start end of July, July 5th.
I would say that. How many people are thinking about having a Halloween tree now? Because I hear that's kind of cool.
That's big.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got some trees,
Yeah, we've talked to some people that have had the black tree and then they put all the purple and the orange lights and stuff on it.
I have a friend
Pretty sweet.
who has one, and then it morphs into a Christmas tree. Love that.
Is that, I don't want to call that lazy.
Laura Godwin, that was.
Or do you call it magic?
So do you partake, do you feel like you almost have to partake in Halloween festivities, or there's something like, come on, why aren't you doing it?
Well, I've been taking part of Halloween festivities since I was very little. I have genuinely loved Halloween since I was a kid. It's no wonder I've been an actor practically my whole life because I loved the idea of getting to become a different character, a different person on Halloween. So I loved it since I was a kid, yes. And so it was even more so exciting, like to be able to jump into Halloweentown and like was a genuine fan of how they made Halloweentown and everything. So
Yeah, but you and Daniel still every year do Halloween posts in your costumes. And I look forward to those.
Thank you.
Follow Kimberly and Daniel on Instagram. You should be following all of us. But they do every year. They do Halloween costumes and a whole thing with Luna, their baby. Her big dog.
Fur baby. Little fur baby. She has her own costume. She may have more costumes than we have now. We have like a whole
But I hand
bin
it
full
to
of
you guys
Luna
for
stuff.
that. And I look forward to it, just as a fan.
Thank you.
Have you already started prepping for this year's costumes?
Well, we can't really divulge that information now.
It's classified.
Classified.
Yeah, but possibly.
Possibly.
Negotiations start in January.
So it looks like we have a light. Would you like to answer some questions for us?
Yes,
Yeah, that'd be
we
fancy.
love questions.
Milo, you look so good in those colors.
Thank you. Your check is also in the back. Hello.
Hi, my name's Rob.
Hi, Rob.
And I love Halloweentown, but my question is for Judith. Why did they not continue with April in the Turtles? You were the best April.
Thank you.
Yes, she was.
Thank you. Hollywood does a lot of crazy things, and we don't always understand the motivations behind them. I do have some clues, however. There were things that were happening on set that I spoke up about, and in true April O'Neil fashion. And a woman in Hollywood who speaks her mind will be dealt with. And so I was not asked to come back. I call it being fired, but I'm sure they would call it not asked to come back. But a lot of us didn't on the second one. It was a wonderful experience with tremendous people, but sometimes the puppeteers have, they underestimated their audience. And so we were always fighting for safety on the set and also to preserve the story, and some of us paid dearly. But it's okay. I hold no grudges. I am so proud to be part of Ninja Turtles, and otherwise I couldn't be here. And plus I get to do this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She was 13 years old when we met.
Yeah.
And just
Be a good long time
I
now.
used to, can I just tell a story real quick?
Oh boy.
On our first day of shooting together, it was like, and I mean this, I'm not blowing smoke at all. Kimberly was so good, and it was just, I would just love to watch her work because it was so organic, it was so from her very little guts, and she had no fear, or she just lived Marnie. You embodied Marnie from the first day. And I loved watching you, and then the progression of you growing as the character, but also as the human, even up till today.
Your envelope is also in the back.
Thank you.
But thank you.
Oh, I haven't even started on Daniel yet.
She gets 2 envelopes.
So I also have a question. Mine is for Kimberly. So why were you not asked to come back for the 4th movie, which we all would have loved to see you in?
Oh, mysterious Hollywood.
Yeah, right. Back to Judith's point of mysterious Hollywood. Sometimes in the entertainment business, things happen that for really no explanation. But you would have to ask Disney that question because that was their choice.
We'd like to know too.
Yeah.
So go ahead and ask Disney that question, guys.
And then tell us to do a reboot.
I'm telling you, Disney knows that we're down, but the ball is in their court. So if you guys would like to encourage
Yes.
Disney, feel free.
Go to the-
At Disney Plus.
Seriously, with the addition of all the new programming that they're doing, I mean, Halloweentown 5, Return to.
You know what is interesting? Hollywood, for the longest time, it's in a bubble. And while it says it really cares about its audience, it's not connected to the fan base. It's only really in the last few years that they've started to listen to what the fans say. And back when fans, if a show went away, they'd band together and try to get it back on the air or something, and they're disconnected from fans. And so it's really helping them bridge that to understand what the fans want, and that they would show up, they would watch, they would tell their friends.
Yeah.
But they still kind of, it's weird. It's like they're a little bit stuck back in another time. And so you guys, we have to bring them into the 21st century.
Yeah, let them know you'd want to see it, because that's, you know, that
I'd want to
they
see
know.
that.
Yeah, I would.
At Disney Plus.
Hello.
Envelopes are in the back.
Hello.
Hello, my name is Kelly. I met Judith yesterday.
And you're lovely, and you should be doing voiceovers and cartoon.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I also want to say thank you for speaking up, because it's very powerful to hear you say that, and I'm so sorry that you got a little blacklisted for having spoken your mind, but I'm all about speaking your mind, so thank you for sharing that. My question is for all three of you. Did you choose the role, or did the role choose you? So obviously, being an actor, it's hard to know what you want to be in, and it's hard to really see yourself in that role, or maybe you do. And as a lawyer, I feel the same way. You can practice many fields in law. So how did you all come about this role, or just any roles in general?
Ask the EPA lawyer.
Well, I'll take the lead on that one. So I had 4 auditions, I believe, for Cal. So yeah, so I had the pre-read, and it went pretty well, and then the callback, I was given the wrong address, so I was late, and I had to drive across town. And anybody that has to drive across town in LA, it's fun. So by the time I got to the callback, I was pissed. I was red-faced, and I didn't want to hear no guff from nobody. So that's a little bit, and I had to do it a very angry when Cal comes out of the block in the middle scene, so it fit perfect, because I just was like, yeah, okay, sorry, I'm late, blah, 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 let's do this. And they were like, well, okay, all right. And then for the 3rd and the 4th audition, we used to have a Disney Channel building in Burbank. It was a giant building, had Disney Channel on the top, and each audition you would go up a couple more floors and a couple more floors. So then I ended up at the top floor for the final audition. It was me and a couple other people. I believe it was me, one other person, and Jared Padalecki.
Yeah!
I was like, take that, Jared Padalecki. He's a great guy. Yeah. And then all the way to the top, and I guess they were like, yeah, okay, yeah, take that, Jared Padalecki, that guy.
Who knew?
I believe, if I remember correctly, I had 2 rounds of auditioning, I think. And I had to do the scene in the beginning where I'm like, oh, Mom, I'm gonna, maybe I'll turn into a potato and put down roots in the carpet. That, and I think this scene where I'm telling Dylan that, like, oh my gosh, Grandma's a witch, and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I went back, I think, twice, and I admired Marnie's determination and perseverance and all of that. So I really loved getting to lean into that, and I really admired her as a kid. So it was such a gift to be able to grow up with her too. And that was, little did we know, that was, you know, the start of, pardon the pun, but such a magical journey.
I had 1 audition.
Established in Hollywood.
Wow.
And full disclosure, the Disney Channel was brand new. And back then, do you remember there was a real division between television actors and film actors, and there was a whole hierarchy. And I was like, I don't know about the Disney Channel. And they said, well, just come in and meet and, you know, see. And then they said, and Debbie Reynolds is doing it. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll come in. And it turned out that the head of the network at the time, who's Charles, what was his last name? Yeah, somebody. His son was a huge Ninja Turtle fan. And so we just talked a whole lot of Ninja Turtles. I might have read, I think I did, I might not have. And then I walked out and I went, you don't do this because it's like bad luck to walk out and think, I got that. Because that does not in any way mean that you got it. But that particular time I thought, I got that. And I did. And now I get to love all of this. And you.
And we do too.